Good morning. This is Kathy Alden with eXp Realty and also Real Estate Technology. Today I wanted to show you real estate agents who are new how to search the MLS. So once you've been given your search number, you can sign into your account, which is never allowed to be saved. And let's go in here and have a look. I'm going to choose a search today for Cornelius. It's not an area that I would generally work in, and it would be good for us to take a look. So either you can choose to do a quick search, a detailed or a custom. For all good purposes, I'm going to use a quick search because you can always refine it later. So if you were looking for both single family and condos, you would make sure those were both highlighted. And by doing that, I have a Mac, so I'm not quite sure which keys you'd use on yours, but just make sure they're either highlighted or not. I'm using the Command key on my Mac to make sure that we see both of those. So here you would choose which properties you're looking at. So if you were looking for just your active listings, you could just click on that button to highlight it. Choose your coming soon listings. For all good purposes today, I'm going to use the active and coming soon. I'm going to choose a location, which is Cornelius in North Carolina, and say I'm going to be searching for homes from, I would never put 0 because up will come the rentals. So I would choose something reasonable from 100,000, and you never use the zeros because they are automatically added, to 500,000. And you could put in something like 3+ bedrooms or 4+ bedrooms, 2+ bathrooms. You can put a minimum size if you wanted to, or if people were looking for over an acre, that would be a good time to put 1+ acres. But I'm not going to use those search parameters. I'm just going to choose something as simple as $100,000 to $500,000. And of course, down here, you'd be able to search other things. If you wanted it to be a waterfront, you would look for waterfront. Be very careful because waterfront and water view, sometimes people would like, but either or. So make sure you highlight both, and you can do that. I'm just going to take them out again because I don't want to be limited to that. And of course, you can choose things that have a side loading or back loading. If I were you, I would just keep a pretty general search, and then you can choose out what you're really looking. So I can see down here there are 97 matches in those price ranges. So let's take a look. Now, if I were wanting to add another dimension to this, so let's say I'm going to insert a column that says CD. Okay, that means days on market. Okay, I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to apply. So I know how many days the property's been on the market, which is great information if you have a client that's looking for a property and you keep getting beaten to the finish line by other offers. You can actually start looking for properties that have been on the market for a long time and start showing your clients those, knowing that those people are probably getting kind of desperate in order to get properties sold, and they may entertain a lesser offer with less competition. So of course, here is the size of the property, the heated size of the property, and of course subdivisions. If you didn't want one that there was no subdivision, you'd write none into your search criteria. So in order to have a look and see what these look like, you can probably use an agent thumbnail or agent brief. And by doing this, you'll be able to flip through and see, oh, that's a very nice unit. It's a townhome or condo, and my clients might like that one. Or you can just go along and select which properties. And let's say we chose those 3 properties. Let's choose Beatty's Glen. And for instance, let's choose this one. If those are the ones I wanted to refine, to send to my clients, I'd refine that, click down and connect with a contact, retain those that are checked or remove those, and you could be sending them an email. If you connect your contact, let me look at my own one. There I am. And I'd be able to just send these on to myself. Right, actions, email. And that will send me an email to tell me, and you can put a little heading in here, homes to view, and Cornelius, and hi Kathy, and for you to peruse. Let me know if there are any you would like to view in person. And I've got in my details here. You can edit your signature. So if you wanted to take those out, you could, and preview what they're going to see. And there we go. Now, the nice thing about this is they get to look at the pictures without going straight to the listing. See that? And it will show them on the map where those homes are too. So you're able to choose which properties they're getting to look at, and you can also see at a glance where they are. Right. Of course, you can also use these functions, but for today, this is enough. Please enjoy using this system because it's really fantastic. And if I click send, it will send off those properties, and I will get a copy of the email. It'll send one to me and obviously to your client. So in this case, it's the client and the agent, so it's sent me a copy. I hope that's helped you a bit. And of course, I'm always here if you need me. My contact number is 919-695-6447. You can contact me on kathy.aldum, ALDUM, @gmail.com, and it's Kathy, KATHIE. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.